All right, let's try this again. Hello everybody, my name is Alex Urbano Tafoya, the real estate agent for first-time home buyers who want to save money. So I'm making this video because we just got a client pre-approved or pre-qualified yesterday, and he wants to basically start looking for homes. And I figured, hey, you know what, let's share this process. Let's share this process with everybody, so that way they have a little bit more in-depth information or detailed information of what goes through the home buying process, or what happens through the home buying process, so that way you might be able to share this experience with us. So we just got started. This is going to be from scratch. I want to share with you guys the entire process, a detailed process from beginning to the end, and break down a lot of things as we go through the process for this first-time home buyer. So his name is Ed. This is our first-time home buyer. He just got pre-qualified yesterday for a maximum purchase price of $310,000. He wants to buy in Stockton, in the Stockton area. So we're going to go ahead and kind of break down the process as we get started here. So the first thing we had to do was make sure that he qualified to purchase a house, and he did. He met the minimum criteria and he opted for an FHA type loan. I will make another video and give more information about the types of loans later on, but for now, for this part, we're just going to kind of stick to Ed and the entire process for our client, Mr. Ed. With that being said, the next part of this process is looking for property. So what I have to do, so that now that Mr. Ed got qualified or pre-qualified, we have to go through find him a property. We have to go through the process of finding him a property. The way we do that is we go through our MLS service, or our MLS system, MLS. MLS stands for Multiple Listing Service. So what this is when a real estate agent gets hired by a seller to sell a property, they put the property on the list or on this service, so that way other real estate agents that have a potential buyer can see this property and show that property. So I'll explain more I'll give more details on the MLS a little bit later as well. Here, what we do is, this is where we start the search, the process of finding the right home for the potential buyer. And we have to plug in certain information based on the client's criteria. So as of now, we know two things. This is where we start plugging it in. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like to us when we're looking for homes. Kind of similar to what you might find on other search platforms on the internet. But our MLS is a little bit more robust and has a lot more information. So we know two things. We're looking for a single family. He wants a single family home, a house, an actual house. So we have to make sure that the house that we're looking for is an active house. That basically that means that it is for sale. And I'll explain all these later too. Contingent, hold, pending, close, expired. I'll explain that a little bit later. But now let's plug in some numbers. So 310 is the max that he qualified for, the purchase price. He is looking for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home in the city of Stockton. And one thing I do need to mention is that every MLS, every area, every county has a different MLS, and not every agent has access to those list of homes or the MLS. And so by plugging in the minimum criteria, 310,000, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom in Stockton, we found that there are potentially about 30 homes that meet his criteria. Because Mr. Ed opted for an FHA type loan, that is going to limit the homes available for him to purchase, because there are certain requirements that go along with the FHA type loan. One of them being that the property has to have meet certain physical condition requirements. So basically, the home has to be move-in ready, or have very little damage, typically just wear and tear, but no structural damage whatsoever to be able to qualify for the FHA type loan. So not only does the client have to qualify for the FHA type loan, but so does the property. Make sense? All right, so here's a few. Out of these 30, not all of these are going to be a great fit. So he's looking for a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house with a yard. So what I'm going to do here, but he's also looking for the property to be upgraded. So what I need to do is actually give more, clarify the search by adding one more criteria here of the upgrades, remodeled, updated structure. Okay, so I want to make sure that we are only looking at remodeled and updated properties, and I'm gonna click on all these. All right, and now from out of those 30 properties, potential properties, we basically narrow it down to seven properties available. So we're probably going to go look at some of these properties later today. We actually have appointments. What time is it now? 1:43, 1:45. We're gonna go look at these properties after he gets off of work later on today after 3 o'clock. So here's a nice little, just to give you an example of what properties are right now in Stockton. This one is $309,000. This one's on California Street. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. Bungalow style cottage home. Older, nice fireplace with the shelves on the side. There's the inside the dining room, the dining area. So this is the kitchen. So here's a property here in Stockton for $309,000. This is on, I believe, south of Stockton. Then we have another property here. So this one's remodeled. This is something that he might like. Has the yard that he's looking for. It has been remodeled. So this one kind of meets his criteria. So we're gonna add this to the list that we're gonna go look at today. It is newer home. It is updated, has the newer floors, has the new bathroom. Laundry area. Looks like one of the bedrooms, hallway. Here's a big backyard. So this one possibly might meet his criteria. So we'll add it to the list and get to look at a few more. And we typically will look at only 3 to 5 houses at a time, depending on the situation. Here's very nice, looks like quartz countertops, newer bathroom, laundry area, bathroom, the vanity, has the wall unit for the cooling, air conditioning, also has ceiling fans. Nice storage area, extra storage area. So this is a $296,500 home in Stockton. And before you guys start making any smart remarks, comments about Stockton, Stockton has been improving a lot. Stockton has gotten a bad rap a few times, but I've been actually working in the Central Valley area. One of my offices is in Stockton. And it's not so bad. Here's another one on F Street, $299,000. Bathroom. So that's the next step is finding the property that he's gonna like. Now, for first-time home buyers, what happens a lot of times is that they are looking for their forever home. Unfortunately, it's common that your first home is going to be your starter home. It's not going to be your forever home. Typically, most people will buy at least 3 properties in their lifetime. So usually the last home, the third home that you buy will be your forever home. And a lot of times, especially in this market nowadays, since the interest rates have gone up, you're probably going to find a starter home. So what we know is a starter home, not your forever home. we've gotten spoiled, or a lot of people had gotten spoiled a few years ago, finding good deals with the low interest rates, being able to purchase a decent house that looked just like what your forever home might look like. But now, since everything has been changing, the market has been changing, I believe we're going to go back to the old days where people would start with a nice small starter home and then moved up to their either their move up home and then their forever home. So I think that's what's coming up in the next couple of years or the next few months. We'll see. Only time will tell to the reality. But from my experience, I think that's what's going to keep happening. People, just remember, there's always going to be a real estate market. Sellers are going to sell. They're going to need to sell their home for whatever reason, and there's always going to be potential buyers willing to buy those properties. So we are in a adjusting real estate market at this point right now, and one of the biggest questions is it a good time to buy? Do you think home prices are going to come down? So to answer the question, for the home prices to come down, it's going to be wishful thinking. A lot of times people are just still stuck with the what happened back in 2008. Unfortunately, or fortunately, that's not going to happen again, because now the newer loans that were given after 2008 are more strict, making sure that people actually do qualify and we're able to afford the homes. And that's one of the reasons why we're not going to see a massive a massive influx of foreclosures or anything like that, because the newer loans have built-in safety nets for them not to really go into foreclosure. So that being said, I hope you continue to join us here and follow us through this journey of finding Mr. Ed his home that he wants to buy in Stockton, and really just focusing on the processes for first-time home buyers. I know exactly what it feels like. There's going to be a lot of emotions going through the home buying process as a first-time home buyer, and we're basically, what I want to do is guide you and give you all the details and give you some behind the scenes of what goes on and what happens when you're getting ready to purchase a home. So let's go take a look at some houses right now. That we're going to look at some of these houses on this list that we just saw right now and see what they look like, and see if the buyer likes any of them, and then I'll break down the following steps or what the next process would be. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and please, if you've been watching this video for this long, make sure you subscribe and follow and get those notifications. All right, or smash that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. Bye.